Uh, Hello. Welcome back. Um, you caught me in a bit of a precarious situation here. I need XP for today's project. I need XP, more than 7 XP preferably. And this is the way that I know how to get it. I found a skeleton spawner a little while back, and gotta get some bad guys to get some XP. If I could get, if I could get to level, let's say 12, that would be ideal. Ah. Ah. One day I'm going to set up a proper skeleton spawner here. But until that day, we got to do it the old-fashioned way. Ah. Uh-oh. Let's, oop. Okay. Mission success. I want them to try to sneak back here so that I can get them. Ah! I should have made a shield for this. Alright, we have 12 levels of XP. That is good. Now all we need to do is get out of here. So we're going to put a torch on the spawner. Get rid of these guys. And go. Okay. So yeah, we're making our way back up to the surface here. We're pretty far down into the negative Y numbers here. I fully intend on making an automatic skeleton farm where we can safely harvest the skeletons for their drops and for their XP, but we're not quite there yet. And that actually leads me to today's build. That's right, I'm going to be building something really special. When I get back to the lighthouse, I'll show you what I have in mind. Okay, we're almost up to the surface, and of course it's nighttime and raining. I need a snack. Hamburger real quick, and let's go. Alright, we're back at the lighthouse, and this is what we're going to be making today. It is the Idea-Ficator 3000, or the Build-O-Matic 3000, or the Idea Dispenser 3000. We haven't settled on a name yet, but first we sleep. Okay, for this build we're going to need some carrots. And I have carrots right here. We're going to need 12 carrots to be exact. 12 carrots. Thank you very much. It pays to have a carrot farm. So, what exactly is the Build-O-Ficator 3000? Well, it's this. Essentially, I'm going to be putting ideas for future builds on carrots. Using this anvil here, we'll rename them to a specific idea, something that I want to build in this world. And once they're all named, we're going to randomize putting them into the chest, which leads them into the hopper, which leads them into the dispenser. When we need a fresh idea, we'll push the button, get the carrot, and see what it's called. That's what we're going to build. Alright, we've done it. 1.5 anvils later, I've named some carrots, used up all 12 of my experience, and now we're ready to begin. Okay, it's raining out, but that's alright. We'll be able to finish this project here. And you know what? We'll be safe under this roof for the majority of the build. So we've got a chest up here, and this is where I'm going to be building our machine. You can see inside this box we have all of our idea carrots all named and ready to go. So what we're going to do is put them inside this box and then build the machine underneath it. We break the box, they fall into the hopper and go into the machine. That way it's randomized. We don't know what's coming up next, and that's how we can be surprised by new ideas and what we can build next in. All right. Now we got to get our idea carrots into the chest so we can make this happen. Okay, so the Build-O-Matic 3000 is all built up, looking great. Don't you agree? They agree. All right, let's give it a try. The ideas are in place. All we need to do is press this button, wait for the boop, and we'll get a brand new idea. Let's test it out. All right, we got our idea carrot, and it is set up the Build-O-Matic 3000. What luck! We've already done that. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I guess you can have the carrot. Okay, so the Build-O-Matic is already set up, but we could stand to improve it. Let's make this a little bit better looking. First thing we're going to want to do is think about what we want to do with our Build-O-Matic 3000. Obviously, we need to label it so that I don't forget what I am calling it, but we need to clean our inventory up a little bit. We have too much stuff. We need to put it away and gather the supplies that we're going to need for this build. Okay, I've gathered some stuff that I think matches the block palette pretty well for the surrounding area of the Build-O-Matic 3000. Now, the pathway is mostly stone and stone variety, so I figured we'll add some more stone into the area so that it blends in with its current surroundings. The shelter that the Build-O-Matic 3000 is under is made entirely out of oak wood, and I want to, I was going to say spruce it up a little bit, but we're actually going to dark oak log it up a little bit to add a little bit of color variety to it and to blend it in from the color of the wood in the village to the color of the wood that I use here in the lighthouse. So let's get started. We've got a nice space cleared out here so that we can build a little area for the Build-O-Matic 3000. And I wanted to show you this. In case you don't know already, this is kind of a sneaky way to hide light sources in your area to light up your builds so that mobs don't spawn, but not spam torches all over the place. You can create a hole and put a torch inside of it, and then put the mossy, what's this called? Moss carpet? Moss carpet. You put the moss carpet right over the top of it, and no one's the wiser. When you fill that in with dirt, it lights up the area, but doesn't, you can't see the torch. Sometimes with builds like this, I don't have a specific plan in mind, so I just kind of start the build and see where it leads. I think I want to have this spot elevated slightly, although it would be nice if this shot out the idea at eye level too. Maybe we'll take it down a level. Of course we run out with one block left. All right, let's take this one. Progress. It's not bad. What do you think of the floor? I kind of like it. The path in the village, I wanted to make it look old, lived in, aged. So I did that, and you can do that by using different block types within the same color palette. But this is new. I'd like to imagine that this village has been here a long time, but this is a new concept and it hasn't been here a long time. So I wanted to make this place look a little bit newer. Let's add some stuff. First of all, it doesn't make too much sense that, well, if we're being honest, this is half of a house. I cut half of a house off in order to make this, as we didn't need houses outside of the gate, and no one was living in them. So let's try to make it a little less half house-ish by adding some pillars here, and we'll imagine that. Oh, well, okay. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Okay, that looks like it could be closer to getting it right. But I don't know if I like these pillars here. Yeah, better without the pillars. Is that something? No, that's nothing. All right, I was hitting a wall, literally and figuratively. And when in doubt, add some leaves. That's what I always say. We'll add some leaves here. Maybe the vines are growing downward, spilling out onto the grass. That's a start. So this looks like a newer build, but we're kind of giving it a little bit of plant life here, as if it's been here a few seasons and things have started to grow on it. Kind of blends it into the natural surrounding a little. Oh my gosh. I thought you were a bad guy. So that it blends in a little bit better to the natural surroundings of the area. So we'll add some bushes in like this. What do we think? That's not bad. I'll keep that for now. We'll add some moss carpets on the ground here, and actually I'm gonna light this up a little bit better. Make sure creepers don't spawn. You know, I can deal with zombies, I can deal with skeletons, but creepers blowing up my stuff, I can't have that. We can't have that here. We're gonna have an azalea tree. Actually, let's grow this tree up. That would look great right there between the barrier wall and the, what did we call this thing? Build-O-Matic? Build-A-Bear? I don't know, something. I hope 4 bone meal is enough to grow this tree. Let's give it a shot. It's not. Luckily, I have some more bones. So we'll make some more bone meal, grow up that tree, and see what we've got. And go. 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 You know what would be a fantastic place to put this tree? Here. Yeah, that's a great place for the tree. Do we like that? It's kind of leaning over. Might have to make a couple of adjustments up here, especially since I don't want mobs falling into the village from the top of the tree. We'll cut down some leaves. And I think that's all right. Ow. Yeah, that's not bad. It kind of looks like it's growing into the thing. That's kind of neat. We do need to add a little bit more light in here. I get nervous about these sorts of things. Good. Personally, I like to have crafting benches pretty much everywhere in the world. It's really nice to be able to just turn around and find a crafting box right there and available for use, instead of having to go and search for one or make a new one or carry one around. So yeah, I do wind up making a ton of crafting tables, but it kind of is, I like it. It's helpful to have. So I've made these dark oak logs into fences because I want to try to add that little bit of darker color into the mix here. Is that working? I think it's working. This doesn't line up quite perfectly with the stairs, so we might have to adjust that a little bit. Let's try this out. What we need is some dark oak stairs. And we'll replace these ones with these ones. What do we think? I like that. Yep, that's the one. We can take this a step further and make a couple of trapdoors. And we'll put those here and here. That's good. How about that? It's getting better. I like it. What do you think? I like it. I think it's good, but this part is a little plain to me, so I'm going to take these three out and replace it with some dark oak logs. And what I like best about these dark oak logs is how they look. Why is that sideways? Is how they look stripped. Isn't that beautiful? I like it. And in fact, I'm going to change these two to the same thing. Some stripped dark oak. It's going to give it a little bit more variety, a little bit more life, and a little bit more, I don't know, I like it. Yeah. Of course, this would not be complete without a sign so that we can properly remember the name of this thing. It is the Build-O-Matic 3000. Right? Perfect. I decided that we need another tree here on this hill to go with this tree. So I'm going to clear out a little bit of land on the upper part of the hill so that we can add that tree. Now, with the new generation, we obviously have these awesome mountains to work with, and I don't want to tear up the land generation as it is too terribly much. But I do want to terraform a little bit so that we can add some plant life and some trees to the area as well. We have some flowering azalea here, and I should have plenty more bone meal. So let's go ahead and put this in place and grow ourselves a tree. First time! All right. I like it. This is good. And I think for this, I'm going to use a variety of stone like we have on the path so that it matches up. We don't have any cobble on us, but I think that's okay. I don't want the paths to look too old. Actually, let's remove these as well. That way, this color block only exists here, and it's a little bit more unique and special to that particular build. This is a bad place to put a torch. Yeah? Okay. I like how that looks. That's it. Should we find out what we're going to do next time? Do I dare push the button? Well, that does it for this episode. Tune in next time to see our next build. We'll open up our idea carrot from the Build-O-Matic 3000 at the top of the episode and build the idea that comes out. Thanks for watching.